Yeah, I get called Jesse Pinkman. I also get called bitch a lot on a daily basis. It's all right. So long ago, but I remember being so nervous. I was at such a low point in my career and I just had to book it, you know? I didn't know how I was gonna pay my bills, and so I was a bit desperate in a way, but they picked me for some reason. The first scene I shot in the TV show, I believe it was falling out of the roof. When I was reconnected with, or when Jesse was reconnected with Walter White, and then the first dialogue scene I had was with Walt outside of the bank getting money to buy the Winnebago. The first scene in El Camino I shot was back on stage one or stage two, where we shot the entire series of Breaking Bad. It was back with Skinny Pete and Badger inside of Skinny Pete's house, where I fall into bed. That was the very first shot. I think it was Bryan. Yeah, Bryan, he invited me and the cast out to lunch just to kind of get us all to start to know each other. And he was just such a beautiful leader of that show, and yeah, I love the man. My favorite episode would have to be 4 Days Out, which is an episode that follows Walt and Jesse into the middle of the desert, and they're cooking up their first big batch of meth. Then Jesse leaves the keys in the ignition and drains the battery, and so they're stuck out there. And the reason why it's my favorite, it was just my favorite to shoot. It was just a kind of like a two-man play, just Bryan and I, you know, struggling to figure it out, struggling to survive. There's so many, but I think reconnecting with, having Jesse reconnect with Walter White in the lighter days of their lives. There had been some bloodshed, but not so much. Jesse was still in love with Jane. She was still very much alive, not back on heroin, and so they were in a better place. So it was nice to zip on that skin that I haven't played in a very long time. I felt great. You know, I thought it was such a beautiful way to end the show. Bryan and I read the final script out loud together, and it was a sad goodbye, you know, but we were so blessed that it happened, and so yeah, I thought it was beautiful. It means a lot, you know. I think what Vince did was it was a love letter to this guy's life, to this character, Jesse, and it was just so nice to have a proper send-off, a proper goodbye. Yeah, it was great. Every day, you know, to this day, people are still just getting introduced to Breaking Bad, especially now with the hype of El Camino. So many people try to breeze through Breaking Bad to get caught up before this film came out, and so, yeah, I get called Jesse Pinkman. I also get called bitch a lot on a daily basis. It's all right.
I get high and I get low. Oh, but that's the way these things go. I saw my face in the mirror, and Lord, I know I've changed, though I look much the same. And I found grace in the black water, bathe my soul, tell my heart I told you so. I lay like bait in the lion's cage, and I'm begging, please, I need this so much more than you have.